Bass Drop Keys, your Philly neighborhood Negro. Welcome to another episode of Good Eats. Today we're going to be doing 2-ingredient peanut butter fudge. Now let me just tell you from the start that I'm putting more ingredients into this, but you don't have to. It's going to be 2-ingredient fudge. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to prepare our pan. We're going to spray some non-stick spray in the bottom of a pan. This is a 11 by 7. You can use an 8 by 8, 5 by 7, whatever pan you want to use is fine. Spray some non-stick spray in there. Put your parchment paper down, and then just set it to the side, and we'll get to back to that in just a second. So let's get to the 2 ingredients that we're going to use to make our fudge. You're going to use some peanut butter, and we're going to use some frosting. Now, you can basically make whatever kind of flavor you want to make fudge by changing up your frosting. So if you want to get some chocolate frosting, you can have some peanut butter chocolate fudge. See what I mean? So by changing up the frosting, you can get you some strawberry frosting or whatever you want to do. It's totally up to you. We're going to use the peanut butter. We're going to use the frosting. We're going to put this in the microwave for 30 seconds just to get it soft so we can pour it out of here. Go ahead and do that. Put it in the microwave 30 seconds at a time until it gets soft, no problem. Now, 2-ingredient fudge. Those are the only 2 ingredients that you need to make this fudge. Everything that we're going to do from here on out is optional. You don't have to do it. If you just use the 2-ingredient fudge, you're great. You're going to have an amazing fudge just like that. But let's go ahead and take it to the next level. I have these walnuts. We have these pecans right here. I'm from Georgia. We say pecans. Some people say pecans. However you say it. I'm from Georgia. I'm from the country. Pecans and walnuts. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half this bag, put it in a bowl of each one of them. I'm going to use my hands to crush it up. If you got some kind of chopper or a grinder or something like that, that'll be fine. But I just want it because, as you can see, these are whole pieces. We don't want the whole pieces in our fudge like that. So I'm going to break these up with my hands, no problem. So we're going to get our mixing bowl. We're going to pour our frosting. We're going to pour our peanut butter inside the mixing bowl. You see I have my trusty silicone spatula, and we're going to pour most of our nuts inside of our mixture. I said most of it. You want to keep some of it on the side just a little bit so we can sprinkle it on the top, but most of it is going to go ahead and put it in, mix it up very well, no problem. Bam, just like that. It's all good. Now, you want to grab your pan, go ahead and pour it in there and start making it even. You know what? It just occurred to me that we're doing Good Eats. So I need to medicate this. I almost forgot for a second. So I'm grabbing a 1/3 of a cup of coconut oil. You can use butter if you want to, coconut oil, whatever you want to use is fine. I'm using 1/3 of a cup for me because of how I made this. This is 500 milligrams of THC for me. So we're gonna put this in here, mix it up well. I almost forgot, but we're good. And once you do that, we're going to sprinkle the top of this with the remaining nuts that we have. The pecans and the walnuts. I ain't gonna change up and start saying pecans to try to make myself sound better. Pecans. I'm straight from Georgia. Shout out to everybody in the 912 Waycross, Georgia in the house, baby. How about them dogs, baby? But anyway, so sprinkle it on the top. And that's it. Before we put that in there, I did spray it again with the non-stick spray. We want to make sure it's going to be easy to come out. But that's it. We're going to let this sit for, until it gets hard. Maybe an hour, however long it takes to get hard. And I'll show you what it looks like as soon as it comes out of the refrigerator. I'm going to put it in here for an hour or so, or until it firms up. And I'll show you what it looks like in just a minute. All right, so it's been about an hour and 20 minutes. I do want to let you know that if you want the exact measurements of everything that I used, click the link in the description. It's going to take you right to the recipe, goodeats420.com. That's my cannabis food blog. Click the link. It's going to give you the exact measurements, and I give it to you in the way that we like it here, as Americans, cups, ounces, that kind of thing, but also in grams for everybody that uses the metric system. Just click the link in the description. It'll give you everything. So we took this out of the refrigerator. We're going to pull this out. That's why we use that parchment paper, so it's easy to pull out. We're going to cut this into our individual pieces. Now, the way that I'm cutting this into 15 individual pieces. That means that since we put 500 milligrams of THC in our batter or in our mix, each piece is going to be 33 milligrams of THC. If you wanted to, you could have made 10 pieces and each piece would have been 50 milligrams. But the way I cut them into 15 pieces. So each individual piece of fudge is 33 milligrams of THC. So I hope that this helped you. This is a very simple recipe, 2-ingredient fudge. Thank you so much for all the support. It really means a lot to me. Make sure that you click the link in the description. Until next time, guys, peace.